What's up, y'all? It's Taylor of Red, and I'm back with another video. If you like my vibe, remember like, share, and subscribe. You know the vibes. Today, I'm doing a quick little story time about the time I got scammed by this car dealership. Okay? This wasn't too long ago, but I am talking about this story so that anybody out here going through a buy here, pay here, this is for you. So, not too long ago, let's just say, I think I bought the car sometime last year, maybe like March. Okay. Now when I bought the car, the place was kind of, the place was just a regular shabby old buy here, pay here. I saw this car. It was an SUV. I'm like, okay, I need it. I really needed it at the time. So I didn't think to look up the reviews. I didn't think to do any of that. I didn't think to pay attention to. So yeah, I didn't think to do any like background research, and I should have, but at the time, I was pressed for time. I had a lot of things on my plate. You know, life be beating us down sometimes. I was dealing with home issues, I was dealing with work issues, and I was dealing with kid issues, just dealing with stuff family-wise. I had a lot going on, and I needed a vehicle at the time, and I know that we've all been there somewhere we needed a vehicle, and you had to do what you had to do, you know what I'm saying? But nobody expects to get scammed. So I went to this dealership, and the car was $1,000, I guess, because it was on sale or whatever. It was like a sale, a promotional sale going on. So the car was on sale. But as I'm signing the papers, fast forward, I start signing the papers, and the lady's like, "Oh, well, the dealership has the owner has their own rate, so the down payment is $2,000, but we just charge it over time, over like a 4 weeks, like a 2-month span." So I'm like, okay, all right. So, I put down $1,000. It was a nice car, so I put down the $1,000, and she was talking about insurance is included, like in your monthly payment. The lady never told me it was just gap insurance. She said, "Oh yeah, well, the dealership has their own insurance, so it would be cheaper for you to just get the insurance through us, so you don't have to pay all that money." Okay, so I'm like, cool, okay, cool. Insurance is pretty high. If you stay in Miami, insurance is very high. Insurance for one person is $500-$600. So, okay, cool. So I do all of that. Boom, boom, boom. I come back after I made all the payments. Because the tag. This is what we're going to get to. The tag, she gave me two. Okay, let me back up. She gave me a paper tag. She told me, since they were going to pay for the tag, that it was going to take a little time, and I basically was paying for the tag along the way, or some type of funny style she put it. So the first month rolled by. She gave me a paper tag, and I'm like, okay, I'm making these down payments now. I'm making these payments every 2 weeks. Now, the payments are every 2 weeks. Follow me now. The payments are every 2 weeks. And it's like $500. And then it get to a point where it's like $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm making the payment, and then I'm making the additional down payment or whatever. So a month passed. She give me another. She give me another paper tag. Then the second month rolled by, and she tells me, "Oh well, you know, I can't give you another paper tag." And I'm like, "Bruh, like, what you mean? Like, you supposed to give me my regular tag. So what happened to that?" And she's like, "Oh, well, you didn't pay for it." And I'm like, "Well, what you mean I ain't pay for it? I've been paying this whole time. So what you mean?" "Oh, well, in order for you to get a tag, you got to pay us $1,000 today." So I'm like, "What?" So in the beginning, me and her start going back and forth about the tag issue, because I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, you didn't tell me none of this." Then she turned around and say, "Oh, well, make sure you have regular insurance because we only gave you gap insurance." And I'm like, "Bitch, I don't need gap insurance." And she was like, "Because that doesn't do anything. You need regular insurance." So you mean to tell me you've been charging me extra a month for basically nothing? Because I can get my own insurance and do that. Like, and you basically telling me that I don't have no insurance. So basically the insurance front is a scam. That's the first part. Now, the second part. I finally say, okay, I give it the $1,000. So I'm like, okay, so when you gonna give me my tag? "Oh, I'll go tomorrow. As soon as tomorrow come, I'll go tomorrow and get the tag." Now this is a dealership. This is supposed to be a buy here, pay here dealership. This is an actual business. Like, cars out front, everything, bruh. Swear to God, on my right hand, on God. So, okay, I go every day. And I'm like, "Bruh, I gave you $1,000. Where my tag at? Where my tag at?" "Oh, well, the owner's mom died, so we couldn't go today." "What the fuck you mean you couldn't go? What you mean?" So the next day, "Oh, well, it's been busy, so I couldn't go." The next day, a different excuse. Just a different excuse. It was excuse after excuse after excuse. Now, these excuses went on for almost a month. Because I was going down there every day. After I picked my kids up from school, I was going every day. So, I'm like, bruh, at the last time I go and I approach her, and I'm like, "Yo, she in the car with a customer. I'm a customer too. The dude getting ready to drive the car." So I said, that's the perfect time for me to inform this customer. I didn't inform him, but you know how a customer be talking and you be listening as you buying something, and that, that's God coming in and telling you, you know what I'm saying? Intervention coming in. My bad. Anyways, yeah. So she in the car. So I'm like, "Hey, where my tag at? I gave you $1,000. Where my tag at, man?" "Oh, well, I told you I'd go tomorrow." "Okay, but you told me to meet you this day. You told me that to meet you today, the other day. So it's, what's going on?" "Oh, well, let's not do this in front of the customer." I said, "Well, man, I gave you $1,000. You still didn't give me my tag. And it's been 3 weeks." "Oh, well, if you want to talk about it, you're later on your payment." I said, "Well, shit, you ain't give me no tag. So what payment?" I said, "I got all my information." Then she turned around and said, "Oh, you ain't give me no $1,000. I said, "I got my receipt, ma'am." I said, "So how the fuck is this place still running?" How the fuck was that place still running? No idea, bruh. At the time, I have no idea. So after that, I head to the DMV, right? Because at this point, they done got about $4,000 out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you need a car, you need a car. But I ain't had no tag. I ain't had no, you know what I'm saying? So I head to the DMV and I'm like, I tell the lady my story that the lady holding my tag, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's scamming people. Like, it didn't dawn on me till I told it to my aunt. And my aunt was like, they do scams like that. Like, where they have you buy a car and then they don't get the car changed over to your name, and then they come repo it like 3-4 months later. But they didn't got a down payment out of you, they didn't got payments out of you, they didn't got money out of you, all types of stuff. So I said, you know, I'm finna report them, because you don't do stuff like that. People work hard for their money. You know what I'm saying? People work hard for their money. They do. And for you to turn around and then say that somebody ain't paid when they got the receipt, I just feel like it's fucked up. But I bring this story up because a lot of times in life we be struggling. You know what I'm saying? And the devil like to come in and make his presence known. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I also wanted to be a cautionary tale. People out here scamming y'all. At the worst place, like buy here, pay here, but you know how hard it is to get a car through a dealership right now? Like a regular upscale dealership. Your credit gotta be A1. Or you gotta put $5-6 grand down on the car. Like, it's ridiculous nowadays. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I say this to say, man, look up these places before you go buy something, man. Look up the establishment. Definitely look up the reviews. Them Google reviews. I went and I looked at them Google reviews. The first line is saying scammer. It say scammer. It got like 5-6 different people say scam. I encourage you to look up the business before you do business there. But yeah, that's my story time, man. About the time I got scammed at the dealership, man. These people, I'm gonna say it just like this, man. I don't care if you steal from the bank, whatever, you know, do the naked hustle, you feel me? Whatever. That doesn't take away from somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Like, why are you out here stealing from regular people? You don't get no blessings for that. You don't get no blessing. And then you never know who somebody gonna become. When you turn around and you doing all of that, you never know who you doing it to. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be careful who you fucking with. You don't know who somebody is. How many people they know, who they gonna